Luis Arias, undefeated middleweight prospect. You know, before the Andre Ward fight, I did a little roundtable interview with you guys. You felt that he was maybe ranked a little too high pound for pound. You said Dan Garcia's done the same thing, clean out the division. It got a lot of feedback from people. So I'm just curious, what did you think of Ward's fight against Rodriguez this weekend?
I thought Ward looked excellent. He did what he came to do. You know, he put on a performance that was, you know, that we expected. Edwin Rodriguez is. I thought he was a little too unprofessional. I mean, he came to the fight overweight. His first title fight. You know, he fought real sloppy. You know, he made it an ugly fight. He didn't make it a real good fight. But Andre did what he's supposed to do. He looked good. He looked sharp. You know, it looked like the weight. I mean, the time off didn't really affect him. So I mean, I was really impressed with his performance, as was everyone else. You know, he won by a landslide. And it was good. It was a good win for him.
And you a pro fighter, you know the rigors of making weight. What do you think went on with Rodriguez as far as how he wasn't able to make weight? And do you feel that the backlash is too severe because people don't really know what it's like? Or
I mean, yeah, a lot of people don't know what it's like, but at the end of the day, you know, you're a professional, and this is a professional sport, so you got to take your craft seriously. Making weight has always been. It's always been part of the game. You got to make weight. You know, it's nothing new to him. It was something that he wasn't doing that forced him to become 2 pounds overweight. If it so be it that, you know, he can't make the weight, then they should have knew that before they made the fight. You know, and they should have moved up a while ago. They said now I'm hearing that he's been having trouble making weight for a long time. Well, then if that's the case, then you need to listen to your body and move up. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the fight was made at 168. You know, he agreed to it, and that was what he was supposed to do, and, you know, he didn't do that.
Do you still feel Ward is ranked too high pound for pound? I mean, what?
I mean, I think Ward should be, easy in the top 5. But then, like I said again, you know, pound for pound, you know, you got to be able to move up in divisions, be able to fight, you know, everywhere. You know, Andre Ward, you know, he's a true champion, you know, and he is one of the best, but he's stuck at 168. He cleaned out the 168 division, and pound for pound are mostly guys that, you know, who are able to move up in divisions and display the same type of ability. So I feel like until he does that, you know, such the things that Floyd Mayweather's been doing and such things as Tim Bradley's been doing, I feel like he shouldn't be number 2. He should be high because, you know, he's extremely skilled. But until he moves around, you know, that's pound for pound, is being able to move up, you know, and go up to 175. I know he's not a you know, so he say he's not a light heavyweight, but Floyd isn't a super. I mean, Floyd isn't a light middleweight.
Yeah.
Floyd is really a 140 pounder, but he still, you know, moves around, you know, which is why he is pound for pound the best. So, you know, until that is done, you know, I feel like he's a little too high.
Now let's talk about this weekend's fight. Manny Pacquiao returned to face Pacquiao-Rios. Tell me about it. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be a good fight. Bob Arum did good in bringing Rios. We know Rios is a type of fighter who's gonna come to fight, but I don't think Pacquiao's gonna be affected by that knockout. He's looking sharp, you know, in the 24/7s and everything, and I think just too much experience. You know, experience is gonna play a factor. But I like Brandon Rios. I like him as a fighter, and I like him as a person, and I know he's gonna come to fight. But all the cards are against him, you know, and that's just the truth. So I see Pacquiao winning by decision.
From a fighter's perspective, Manny Pacquiao, how would you fight someone like him? He got the tough style, the southpaw, moving, punches and bunches, pretty hard hitter. How do you fight someone like that? What are your thoughts?
Somebody like Pacquiao, it's kind of tough. You know, he has a weird style. You know, he has good legs. You know, he brings a lot to the table. So with Pacquiao, you know, you got to be able to, whenever you hit him, you got to just make sure all your punches count. You know, you got to be able to counter him. You know, he does have a lot of gestures that he does a lot. He does have a lot of things that he does repeatedly. You know, he shows a lot of his shots, you know, sometimes, and you can tell when he's going to throw certain shots. So you got to just be able to read him and be able to just make all your punches effective, you know, and win all the exchanges with Pacquiao. Pacquiao's just winning the exchanges.